Have you ever paused mid-thought and wondered if there's more to reality than what meets the eye? Perhaps you've experienced moments that feel too peculiar, too coincidental, to simply dismiss. It's as if someone is trying to reach out to you. What if I told you that another version of yourself, a parallel version, might be trying to send you a message? Imagine it for a moment. The unexplained déjà vu, those vivid dreams that linger in your mind long after waking, or the eerie synchronicities that seem to align your life in mysterious ways. These phenomena, often shrugged off as quirks of the mind or chance, might actually be signals, whispers from another dimension, crossing the unseen barriers into your reality. Science and metaphysics are beginning to converge on ideas that were once dismissed as fiction. They propose that there are multiple versions of you, each existing in a different thread of reality, each living out its unique story within a vast multiverse. But here's the question that might change everything. What if the walls separating these worlds are not as impenetrable as we've been led to believe? What if these boundaries are thin enough for signals, emotions, or even intentions to bleed through? Today we venture into the extraordinary, into the signs that a parallel self might be reaching out to you. To begin, we must first understand the foundation of these ideas: parallel universes, the multiverse, and the science and metaphysics that suggest this is more than just speculation. Picture a world much like ours, yet entirely different. This is the idea of a parallel universe, a dimension existing alongside our own, with its own events, people, and paths. These universes are self-contained, but they echo the same fundamental principles of physics that govern our reality. Now, extend this concept: an infinite number of universes, each representing a different outcome for every decision ever made. This is the multiverse theory, a breathtaking possibility where every choice, every what if, spins off into its own reality, creating countless versions of you. Imagine, in one universe, you chose a different career path or pursued a dream you set aside. In another, you stayed in the city you once left or said yes to an opportunity you passed on. These versions of you, scattered across dimensions, are living out the infinite variations of your life. But the most intriguing possibility: these versions of yourself might not be as disconnected as they seem. They could be influencing, guiding, or even communicating with you, creating ripples across dimensions that manifest as synchronicities, déjà vu, or intuitive flashes. Science offers fascinating glimpses into how this might be possible. Quantum mechanics introduces us to the phenomenon of quantum entanglement, a mysterious connection where two particles, once linked, remain intertwined, regardless of the distance separating them. The state of one instantly influences the other. If this profound connection exists at the particle level, could it extend to consciousness, linking us to parallel selves across dimensions? Could thoughts, emotions, or energy from another version of you resonate here, guiding or nudging you toward insights? Then there's string theory, which suggests that the universe is woven from tiny, vibrating strings, operating in dimensions far beyond the 3 we perceive. Some models propose up to 11 dimensions, hidden yet integral to the structure of existence. Within these unseen dimensions, the vibrations of energy, of consciousness, might overlap, allowing brief, fleeting connections between parallel realities. What if the dreams that feel so vivid, the instincts that seem so sure, are not merely products of your mind, but echoes from another you? Metaphysics adds another layer, exploring the idea that energy and thought transcend the limitations of the physical world. Just as radio waves invisibly carry sound across vast distances, your consciousness might act as a frequency, tuning into the lives of your parallel selves. When you feel particularly in tune, whether during a moment of clarity, a deep meditation, or an unexplainable hunch, you might be receiving a signal, a fragment of experience from another dimension. Consider the strange phenomenon of repeating numbers, 1111, 333, or other sequences that catch your eye repeatedly. Many see them as mere coincidences, but in the context of parallel universes, they might carry deeper significance. Known as angel numbers or master numbers in metaphysical traditions, these recurring patterns are thought to vibrate at unique energetic frequencies, acting as universal markers or messages. Could it be that these numbers are not just nudges from the universe, but signals from another version of you? Imagine that your parallel self, facing a pivotal decision, experiences a moment of resonance. The energy of that choice ripples through the multiverse, aligning with a similar crossroads in your life. The appearance of 1111 might signify a shared moment of awakening, a call to pay attention, to align your actions with the path you and your parallel self are unconsciously navigating together. Similarly, 333, often associated with growth, creativity, and balance, might signal that your parallel self is embracing these aspects, inviting you to do the same. These synchronicities, these repeated signals, are not random. They are markers of alignment, breadcrumbs leading you towards something greater. When you notice them, pause, reflect. What was happening in your mind or heart at that moment? What decisions or questions were weighing on you? These numbers might not provide immediate answers, but they are clues, urging you to trust the process, to lean into the possibilities unfolding. Now, let's delve deeper into the phenomenon of synchronicities, those moments where the universe seems to conspire in your favor. You might hear the same name mentioned by 3 different people in one day, see a symbol repeatedly, or encounter someone you were just thinking about. These are not mere coincidences. They are the energetic echoes of parallel lives intersecting. Imagine, for instance, dreaming of a city you've never visited, only to find yourself unexpectedly drawn to a book or conversation about it the next day. In one reality, perhaps your parallel self is exploring that very city, their experience rippling into your awareness. Or consider the experience of reconnecting with an old friend under improbable circumstances, a missed bus that leads you to a chance meeting. While you might see this as luck, what if your parallel self has already rekindled that connection in another dimension, nudging you to do the same? These moments, when noticed and embraced, can serve as powerful catalysts for change, guiding you toward decisions and paths that align with a higher version of yourself. But what about those random thoughts, the sudden memories or urges that seem to appear from nowhere? Could they be whispers from another you? The idea is tantalizing, that consciousness, unbound by time and space, allows the experiences of your parallel self to seep into your awareness. Perhaps their courage in pursuing a dream fuels your own bold decision. Perhaps their resolve in facing a challenge strengthens your will to overcome. As we begin this journey into the extraordinary, remember this: the boundaries of reality may be thinner than they seem. The signs, the synchronicities, the fleeting moments of connection, they are all invitations to awaken, to align, to explore the infinite dimensions of yourself. And as we continue, we will uncover even more ways to tune into these messages, to embrace the wisdom and wonder of the multiverse. Imagine for a moment that you're walking through a dream. The scenery shifts, yet feels strangely familiar. You find yourself in a version of your life that is not your own, but somehow is. This is the nature of dreams that go beyond the subconscious. a portal into parallel dimensions where fragments of your alternate selves might surface. Have you ever awoken with the lingering feeling that the life you experienced in your dreams wasn't just imagined, that it was real, as though you had momentarily lived the life of another you? Dreams have fascinated humanity since time immemorial, but when viewed through the lens of parallel universes, they take on an even more profound significance. What if these dreams are not merely the random firings of the brain, but glimpses into alternate realities? Perhaps in these moments, the barriers between dimensions are at their thinnest, allowing you to access the lives of your parallel selves. Take a moment to recall the last vivid dream you had. Was it a scenario that felt entirely foreign to your current life? Maybe you were living in a city you've never visited, speaking a language you've never learned, or doing something you've never attempted in this reality. These dreams could be windows into alternate paths, paths your parallel selves are living out. For example, dreaming of being an artist in a bustling city may reflect a version of you that embraced creativity and took a different turn. What can you learn from that dream? Is there a piece of that alternate life calling out to you, asking to be explored in this reality? The subconscious mind is a powerful bridge, unrestrained by the physical and logical limits of waking life. It's believed to tap into a collective web of existence, reaching beyond the linear and into the multidimensional. When you dream, your mind may be accessing these parallel threads, receiving insights, lessons, or even emotional echoes from your alternate selves. Let's go deeper. Dreams are often riddled with symbols, keys, doors, mirrors that carry meaning. Imagine you dream of unlocking a door, stepping through into a space filled with light. In metaphysical terms, this might signify an opportunity for transformation or growth that mirrors an experience your parallel self is undergoing. Perhaps in their reality, they've made a significant breakthrough, and the energy of that achievement is reaching you, urging you to pursue a similar path. There's also the phenomenon of dreaming about past choices or relationships. For instance, you might find yourself revisiting a moment from years ago, a decision you made, or a person you left behind. In these dreams, your parallel self may be grappling with the consequences of that same choice in their reality, offering you a chance to reflect on how it shaped your own path. These dreams aren't just reflections. They're invitations to heal, grow, and align with a version of yourself that thrives. But what about the dreams that feel like struggles? The ones where you're faced with unresolved conflicts or daunting challenges? These may signify that your parallel self is also navigating similar difficulties. Their experiences might serve as a guide, helping you find clarity or courage to address these issues in your waking life. When you wake from such dreams, consider the emotions they left behind. Was there a sense of resolution, or perhaps a nudge to confront something you've been avoiding? These moments are not to be ignored. They are the whispers of another you, urging you toward growth. Dreams are not the only way parallel selves reach across dimensions. Reality itself has its glitches, those peculiar moments that make you question the fabric of existence. Have you ever noticed an object move inexplicably, or found something in a place where you're certain it shouldn't be? These glitches, as subtle as they may seem, could be intersections of parallel dimensions where the boundaries momentarily overlap. Consider this. You're certain you placed your keys on the kitchen counter, but moments later, they're inexplicably in another room. Or you're walking down the street, and a sign you've passed 100 times seems slightly altered. These small anomalies might feel like quirks of memory, but what if they're evidence of parallel timelines brushing against each other? What if, in another reality, you placed your keys elsewhere, and for a brief moment the two dimensions intersected? Time itself can feel like it glitches. Have you ever had a day that seemed to stretch endlessly, or one that flew by in the blink of an eye. These distortions might signal moments when the timelines of your parallel selves converge. Imagine your alternate self making a decision or experiencing an event that alters their perception of time. That ripple effect could influence your experience, creating the sensation of time behaving strangely. But perhaps the most fascinating glitches come in the form of conflicting memories. You and a friend recall the same event, but with vastly different details. While it's easy to dismiss this as a failure of memory, consider the possibility that both versions are true, each reflecting a reality lived by a parallel self. These discrepancies could be clues, evidence of how interconnected yet distinct our parallel lives truly are. Let's turn now to synchronicity, the strange and beautiful phenomenon where events align with uncanny precision. Imagine hearing the same phrase repeatedly over the course of a day, or encountering the same symbol in unexpected places. Synchronicities are often described as meaningful coincidences, but what if they are more than that? What if they're signs from your parallel self, guiding you toward a path they've already walked? For instance, you might find yourself drawn to a particular name. It appears in conversations, on billboards, or in a song lyric. What if that name holds significance for your parallel self, a person or event tied to their growth or transformation? Their resonance with this name might ripple into your reality, urging you to pay attention, to remain open to its meaning. Or consider the presence of symbols like butterflies, often seen as emblems of transformation. Perhaps your parallel self is undergoing a profound change, and the synchronicity of seeing butterflies in your reality is a call to embrace your own metamorphosis. These signs are not random. They are messages urging you to step into a new chapter, to align with the potential that exists within you. But how can you strengthen your connection to these signs, to these echoes from the multiverse? Begin with intuition. Trust the subtle whispers of your inner voice, the fleeting thoughts that feel significant even when they defy logic. When something captures your attention, a repeated number, a name, a dream, pause and reflect. What does it stir within you? What decision, idea, or memory does it bring to the surface? To further attune yourself, consider visualization. Close your eyes and imagine standing before another version of yourself. Picture their environment, their energy, their choices. Create a bridge of light connecting your consciousness to theirs and ask, "What message do you have for me?" Listen without judgment, allowing feelings, images, or words to surface. These moments of connection can offer profound clarity, revealing paths you hadn't considered. As we journey through the intricate web of the multiverse, remember this: the signs, dreams, and synchronicities are not just coincidences. They are guideposts, pointing you toward a deeper understanding of yourself. They remind you that you are more than the sum of your experiences in this reality. You are part of something vast, interconnected, and infinitely full of potential. Imagine walking through life and suddenly being struck by an overwhelming sense of déjà vu, a moment that feels eerily familiar, like you've lived it before, but you can't quite place when or where. Could it be that these flashes of familiarity are more than a trick of the mind? What if they're fragments from a life not your own, but from a parallel version of you? These moments might just be the closest we come to experiencing the intertwining threads of the multiverse. Déjà vu is often described as a glitch in the matrix, but what if it's more than that? What if it's a bridge, a fleeting overlap between your reality and another? In one universe, you might be standing in the exact same spot, saying the same words, but under completely different circumstances. The sensation of déjà vu could be a ripple, an echo, where two dimensions momentarily align. It's as if the universe is whispering, reminding you that you're part of something far greater than you can see. These experiences often leave us questioning our reality. Have you ever stopped to wonder why certain places, faces, or moments feel so deeply familiar, even when you know you've never encountered them before? What if these are not memories from this lifetime, but glimpses of what your parallel self has lived? Imagine standing in a crowded room and locking eyes with a stranger. For a brief moment, there's an undeniable connection, a sense that you've known them forever. Could it be that in another universe, they are a significant part of your life? Now, let's turn our attention to intuition, that subtle inner knowing that often defies logic. Intuition is a powerful tool, but what if it's more than just instinct? What if it's a line of communication between you and your parallel selves? When you feel an unshakable pull toward a decision or direction, it might not be random. It could be your alternate self, who has already faced a similar choice, guiding you based on their experience. Consider those moments when you have a strong gut feeling about someone or something, even though you can't explain why. Perhaps your parallel self has interacted with that person or situation in their reality, leaving an energetic imprint that resonates with you. These intuitive nudges are like breadcrumbs, leading you toward a path that aligns with your higher purpose, a path that your parallel self has already explored. But intuition is not limited to feelings. It can manifest as sudden bursts of creativity or insight. Have you ever been struck by an idea or solution that seemed to come out of nowhere? What if this inspiration is not entirely your own, but a gift from a parallel version of you who has already solved the problem or pursued the creative endeavor? It's as though your consciousness is reaching across dimensions, tapping into the collective wisdom of your alternate selves. Synchronicities, déjà vu, intuition, these are all subtle ways that parallel selves might try to communicate with you. But there's another realm where these connections become even more vivid, the world of dreams. Dreams are unique in that they dissolve the barriers of time and space, allowing us to explore the infinite possibilities of the multiverse. When you dream of a life vastly different from your own, it might not just be a product of your imagination. It could be a glimpse into the existence of another you. Have you ever woken from a dream and felt an inexplicable longing for the life you just experienced? Perhaps in your dream, you were living in a place you've never been, surrounded by people you've never met, yet it all felt so real. These dreams could be windows into parallel realities, offering you a taste of the paths your alternate selves are walking. For example, if you dream of being a musician performing on stage, it might reflect a version of you who pursued that passion. The emotions you feel upon waking, excitement, inspiration, or even nostalgia, are clues that this dream holds meaning beyond the surface. But not all dreams are idyllic. Sometimes they mirror struggles or challenges. These dreams might indicate that your parallel self is facing similar obstacles, urging you to reflect on how you can grow or adapt in your own life. If you dream of being lost in a maze or struggling to overcome an unseen force, consider what lessons your alternate self might be learning. These shared experiences can serve as guides, helping you navigate your own journey with greater clarity. To deepen your connection with these parallel messages, pay attention to recurring themes in your dreams. Do certain symbols or scenarios keep appearing? Perhaps you frequently dream of climbing a mountain, searching for a key, or standing at a crossroads. These symbols might represent challenges or decisions your parallel self is facing, encouraging you to reflect on how they relate to your waking life. Journaling your dreams can help you uncover patterns and insights, offering a map to the lessons your alternate selves are sharing. As we move through life, we encounter another kind of message from the multiverse: reality glitches. These are the moments when the fabric of your daily experience seems to unravel, revealing a glimpse of something extraordinary. Have you ever felt as though time slowed down or found yourself in a situation that seemed too perfectly aligned to be mere coincidence? These glitches are like cracks in the veil, moments when parallel dimensions brush against each other. For example, you might hear someone call your name in a crowded room, only to turn and find no one there. Or perhaps you find an object in a place where you're certain you didn't leave it. These anomalies might feel disorienting, but they could be signs that your parallel self is reaching out, their actions rippling into your reality. It's as if the boundaries between your worlds are thinning, allowing brief but powerful interactions. Then there's the phenomenon of conflicting memories. Have you ever argued with someone about a shared experience, only to realize you both remember it completely differently? While it's easy to chalk this up to faulty memory, what if it's evidence of parallel timelines? Perhaps in one reality, the event unfolded one way, while in another, it took a different course. These discrepancies might be subtle hints that our experiences are not as linear or isolated as we believe. Reality glitches are not just oddities, they are opportunities to expand your awareness. They remind you that reality is fluid and that your existence is intricately connected to countless others. When you encounter these moments, pause and reflect. What might they be trying to show you? What insight or lesson could your parallel self be offering? To strengthen your connection with these experiences, practice mindfulness. By staying present and attuned to the subtleties of your reality, you become more open to recognizing the signs and messages from your parallel selves. Whether it's a recurring number, a vivid dream, or a sudden flash of insight, these moments are invitations to explore the infinite possibilities of your existence. As we continue this journey, remember that the multiverse is not something separate from you, it is a part of you. Each parallel self, each dimension, is a thread in the tapestry of your being. By embracing the signs and messages that come your way, you tap into a wellspring of wisdom and potential, uncovering new layers of who you are and who you can become. As we journey deeper into the possibilities of parallel universes and the messages they bring, let's step into one of the most transformative ideas, the concept of choice and resonance. Imagine that every decision you make sends ripples across the multiverse, creating new branches of reality where alternate versions of you walk paths shaped by those choices. Each moment becomes a pivot point, a doorway to countless possibilities. Have you ever felt the weight of a decision as though it carried more significance than you could fully comprehend? What if that feeling comes from the subtle awareness that this choice is creating not just your current reality, but influencing countless others? These pivotal moments might resonate across dimensions, aligning with similar choices made by your parallel selves. It's as if the energy of that decision amplifies, creating a web of connection between you and the other versions of yourself. This interconnectedness brings us to the idea of alignment. When you make a choice that feels deeply authentic, something that resonates with your true self, you may find that your life flows more smoothly. Synchronicities become more frequent, opportunities seem to appear effortlessly, and a sense of clarity emerges. This alignment isn't just happening in your reality, it's likely mirrored in the experiences of your parallel selves. It's as though the universes are harmonizing, creating a collective momentum toward growth and fulfillment. Conversely, when you make choices that feel out of sync with who you are, you might notice resistance or discomfort. These feelings could stem from the dissonance between your current path and the paths your parallel selves are exploring. It's as if the universes are subtly nudging you back toward alignment, encouraging you to listen to your intuition and trust the guidance coming from within and perhaps from beyond. But how do we tap into this alignment more deliberately? How do we strengthen our connection with the multiverse and the wisdom of our parallel selves? One powerful method is through intentional practices like meditation and visualization. When you quiet your mind and focus your energy, you create a space where the boundaries between dimensions become more permeable, allowing for deeper communication. Close your eyes and imagine yourself standing at a crossroads. Picture multiple paths extending in every direction, each representing a potential reality. Now visualize a light glowing in the distance, a beacon guiding you toward the path that feels most true to you. As you step forward, feel the energy of your parallel selves walking alongside you, their choices and insights weaving into your own journey. This exercise helps you tune into the shared resonance of your experiences, opening the door to greater clarity and alignment. Another way to strengthen your connection is by paying attention to the moments when you feel deeply inspired or drawn to something. Inspiration is a powerful signal, often carrying the energy of your parallel selves who are pursuing similar passions or goals. When you feel a surge of creativity or a sudden pull toward a new direction, trust it. These moments are not random, they are echoes of the multiverse, urging you to embrace your potential. Let's talk about transformation. Across the multiverse, each version of you is constantly evolving, shaped by their experiences and choices.
Each decision you make, each moment you experience, contributes to the infinite dance of existence. Embrace the mystery, trust the signs, and know that you are connected to a boundless network of wisdom, growth, and possibility. You are not just one version of yourself. You are many, each one learning, evolving, and shining in their own unique way. And together, you form a tapestry of infinite potential, a testament to the beauty and complexity of the multiverse. So step forward boldly, guided by the whispers of your parallel selves, and become the highest expression of who you are meant to be.